Hi, my name is Justin Dyson. I am in Scalable Data Infrastructures, Week 3. This is term 1401, and in this video I will be talking about how Week 3 went for Assignment 3. So first things first, what went well? Everything went pretty smooth this week. I didn't have any major issues, just typical how do I do this type of questions that I got handled with Mr. Lewis. Let's see what else. I also had a lot of fun this week. This was a lot more fun. We had to do more coding, so I enjoyed that a lot more than reading the textbook. So that was definitely one thing that went pretty well. What went not so well? I had the hardest time getting the flowchart put together. My code changed a lot during the coding process, so I wasn't really able to do my flowchart and code at the same time. So I pretty much wrote all my code and then put together my flowchart, which proved to be a little bit more difficult than I thought it would. The other part that made it a little difficult was the constraints. Again, if left to my own ideas, I would have probably written a lot more code than I had, and in fact I had planned out to write a lot more. And then after I realized how big it was getting, I was like, oh god, I got to try to squeeze this down. The assignment's only this big. So it's really hard to keep everything contained. So that, I guess that's a problem. It's not really, I guess, but it is for this assignment. How does this relate to previous work? I stuck with the same storyline, I guess, and that's really about the only thing that was that can really relate to any of the previous work we've done in this class. I mean, everything expanded upon Week 1 and Week 2, so I was able to implement those ideas. Learning how to do the for loop was actually a really big help, because I have a big problem with trying to do a lot of if, else if, this and that type of stuff, and the for loops and the while loops really help bring everything we've learned in the past to a new level that makes a lot more sense logically. So that was a plus. How does this relate to the future? I really like learning about JSON. With any server-driven application that we build in this class, the use of JSON or XML is going to be a big part of that. I actually have a project that I'm trying to do with my brother-in-law. He actually built the website. He's looking to get an app. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about how to make one to help him out, but I know a big part of it is going to come from knowing how to use JSON to get his data into my application. So that's really cool, really big help, and that's how I see that playing out in the future. So that's it for this week. Talked about how Week 3 went. So far, everything's gone well, and hopefully we can keep moving forward and learning good and positive things during Week 4. So thank you, and see you guys next week.